especially when I did, yeah, no one's been here, so I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what they're gonna have, what they're not gonna have. Uh, holding on for dear life.
A history-making Sunday in the Illawarra as we welcome you to the newest venue in the NPL New South Wales scene. Welcome to Lakeland's Oval in Dapto as the Illawarra Stingrays host the Bulls FC Academy in round 6 of NPL New South Wales action. Good evening, everybody. It's a windy and cold welcome to Dapto. Mike Sheen with you for the call of this one as we bring you the Stingrays and the Bulls Academy in round 6 action. Looking forward to this one. The teams are in. Let's have a look at them as they line up. The home team lines up this way. In goal, number 1, Kiara Roche, along with 6, Jasmine Limon, 7, the captain Chloe Middleton, 8, Ella Giles, 12, Ruby Egan-Brown, 17, Adelaide Thompson, 19, Annalise Grove, 20, Lana El Cordy, 25, Annabella Pinkard, 30, Lucy Baggio, and 34, Brooklyn Hudson. Reserve keeper number 21, Caitlin Russell, along with 13, Kayla Austin, 22, Brielle Masters, 26, Madison Cascia, 28, Emily Kelly, 36, April Rowley, and 111, Madison Sawkins. That's for Steve Gordon. Marty Garces has lined up his team this way. In goal, number 1, Ashley Hughes, along with 2, Petria Phillips, 4, Gemma Ferris, 6, Anna Hogarth-Scott, 8, Claudia Valletta, 11, Daniela Naimi, 12, Jasmine Melly, 13, Olivia Vanderlaan, 17, Ardun Surgeon, 18, Laura Ericiello, and 33, Jade Guichon. Reserve keeper number 61, Nicole Simonson, along with 7, Sophia Ferreira, 9, Chelsea Harper, 14, Ashley Hennebury, 15, Asha Franklin, and 16, Zoe Noakes. Looks like Illawarra will be defending the goal to our left. They'll be running left to right. First time here, so not quite sure of the bearings here. I would imagine that would be the southern end to our right and the northern end off to our left. So Illawarra will be defending the northern end in the first half. A cool and windy Sunday evening, as you can hear in Dapto. Temperature sitting at around 19 degrees, but you can see that flag on halfway. A blustery and strong westerly blowing behind our backs in the first half. Our referee today is Casey Fleming, Sarah Ratcliffe on the near side, and Lorcan Edwards-Valalta, the assistant on the far side. I think we're just about ready, if I'm not mistaken. There's the whistle. We are away here at Lakeland's Oval in Dapto. It's the Stingrays and the Bulls FC Academy. Looking forward to this one on what is a very, very blustery and cool evening here in Dapto. Should be a fascinating match. Both these teams contrasting form, but let's see what develops over the next 90 minutes or so. So it's Illawarra in the pink, Bulls Academy in the black. And we are doing our level best to stay as warm as we can on this very cool Sunday evening. Petria Phillips getting an early touch. He's played through a minute in the first half. And we've got an uncontested drop ball, so we're back underway. Gemma Ferris has had an excellent start to the season. Now it's Surgeon playing to the left-hand side, and Claudia Valletta, Sydney FC, signing back in the Bulls Academy colours tonight. Daniela Naimi, the former Institute player, finds Hogarth-Scott. It's been a good start to the season for the visitors, sitting in 4th on the ladder, heading into round 6. Illawarra with a throw on this western side of the ground, the Fowlers Road side. As you make your way down to the new facility, Lakelands Oval. Trying to keep our paperwork in place here. Conditions certainly challenging for players, spectators and broadcasters alike. Need to hold on and nail down everything this afternoon. It's one of those kind of days, as you can hear through our effects microphones. Certainly not the most pleasant of Sundays, but we'll soldier on regardless. That's Ericello. Back to Ashley Hughes in goal. Bulls happy to play out of their own end in the opening minutes. We've ticked past 3 minutes in the first half. Bulls sitting in 4th position. Illawarra 11th on the ladder through 5 games. I'll play it out on the right here. Bulls, Illawarra, first real attacking opportunity of the game after only 3 or 4 minutes. Must say, very impressed with the new facilities here at Lakelands Oval. We are on the touchline this afternoon between the two dugouts. I've been informed there will be a scaffold in place in the coming weeks, which hopefully will have a shelter on the back of it, because it is bitterly cold this evening, but we'll do our best. Chloe Middleton doing her best to keep that in the field of play, and does well there to keep it in. On the eastern side, the far side as we look at it. Back to Kiara Roche, who plays upfield. Ball goes out for a Stingrays throw. Throw down the line. Worked back into midfield. There's Adelaide Thompson. Middleton mistimed that one. Tried to turn it round the corner. Ericello was there for the Bulls briefly, but Illawarra able to come away with it. Lights taking effect here at Lakelands Oval. Now the Bulls on the attack down the right-hand side. Here's a good chance for them early on. Ball into the area is a nice one. Vanderlaan got the shot away. Goes wide though. A little bit of confusion. Referee Casey Fleming ruling a corner. I think the assistant Lorcan Edwards-Villalta signalled a goal kick there. But Casey Fleming ruling it had taken a deflection, so a corner kick it is. And it comes from the right-hand side. Headed away by Illawarra briefly, eventually cleared out by Ruby Egan-Brown, and now the Stingrays looking to counter through Lana Elcordy, one of their goal scorers this season. Down the left-hand side, has options inside, goes in the direction of Egan-Brown, but couldn't pick her out. And the Bulls on the counter-attack through Hogarth Scott. Down the right. Now trying to cut back inside. That's a nice little turn. Guishon is there, couldn't find her though. Illawarra defence up to the task, and they'll see it out, the Stingrays. Throw on the right-hand side. Guishon was at the top of the box looking for it. Vanderlaan also in the area. They just couldn't quite time the pass. Illawarra defence up to the challenge. Ball worked in. That's Daniela Naimi working in tight quarters. Gets it back. Tried to centre that one, but only found Annalise Grove, who put it out. You can see the flags on the far side of the field indicating breeze coming from over our right shoulder. More of a sou'wester than anything. Certainly puffer jackets at the ready this afternoon. Nearly 8 minutes gone. Ball into the area, and that one sails harmlessly out for a goal kick. Have a look at the scores around the grounds during round 6 this evening. One match already completed this afternoon at Linwood Park. And it's 2 on the bounce for the home team. A 4-0 victory over Northwest Spirit FC. So that's an unwanted record for the visitors. 6 losses on the bounce. MacArthur going back-to-back. That'll help their cause. The other games around the grounds, no score as yet. Mount Druitt or Western City Rangers and RPL Leichhardt, also Gladesville and Manly United. 5:30 we've got Hills United and Sydney Uni. And at 5:40 it's Sydney Olympic and UNSW at the Crest. There are matches today in round 6. We did have one last night. Northern Tigers going down 2-0 to the Western Sydney Wanderers at North Turramurra. So that's the state of play heading into round 6, and we'll keep you up to date with those scores during the remainder of the afternoon and evening. All those matches having a bearing on the formation of the ladder. Nearly 10 minutes gone here at Lakelands Oval. No score. Stingrays and Bulls. Offside against the Bulls. The first time we've seen the offside flag raised comes right on the 10-minute mark. Now it's Baggio on the left-hand side. She can't keep it in. Ball goes out for a throw on that eastern side. Illawarra happy to play out from the back. Roche. Just a short ball out, but they get out of jail here, Illawarra, and they almost have something down the right-hand side. In fact, they do. Run timed there by Lana Elcordy on the right. Taking on Gemma Ferris. That'll be a good battle this afternoon between those two. Ball into the area and cleared away as far as Jade Guichon. Has been having a stellar season. And a heavy challenge coming in from Alabella Pinkard. Referee Fleming says all fair. Play on the call. Been a very even affair so far this afternoon. Middleton looks for the 1-2 and gets it from Elcordy. Plays through the line. That's a gorgeous ball forward to Egan Brown. Great defending there from Daniela Naimi, dropping back. Did extremely well. The ball was on. Egan Brown centimetres away from getting onto that and threatening Ashley Hughes' goal. Wasn't to be though. Sun is setting here at Dapto on this Sunday evening. Floodlights starting to take effect. The breeze just dying down momentarily. It's only momentarily, mind you. Roche plays out. Illawarra under control for the moment. Grove been busy on the left-hand side. Wins the throw on that eastern side of the ground. Here's a chance for the Stingrays if they can fire a shot away. El Cordy trying to clean up the crumbs there for the Stingrays. It's Vanderlaan dropping back to help out. Now it's Hogarth Scott. Through midfield, and that one only finds the fence on the eastern side. Middleton, centering ball's a nice one. Heavy touch there, working inside. The ball into the area. El Cordy couldn't get on the end of it. Still in the field of play. Be cleared away by the Bulls. Only as far as Adelaide Thompson, who sends it back into the mixer once again. And that was very close. Lucy Baggio with a shot on target. Just away to the right-hand side. Now the Bulls down the left. Guichon with a little bit of time and space here. Jade Guichon, they won't want to give her too much room. Wants to get on the right. Tried to thread the needle. But the Stingrays defence up to the task. Egan Brown's been busy early. That's her on the ball now. Taking on Gemma Ferris. The defender wins out for the time being. Now the ball down the left-hand side. Guichon inside. And he finds Brooklyn Hudson. Now Middleton. Limon. Former MacArthur Rams player and had time at UNSW, Jasmine Limon. Now settling home on the south coast. She'll be a rock in the Stingrays defensive formation. Now Guichon trying to take on Pinkard down the left. Guichon still going. Both go to ground. Referee says no foul. Play on. Vanderlaan nearly had a look. Still almost there to be one. Illawarra able to clear their lines at the last. Hogarth Scott intercepted by El Cordy. Finds Egan Brown. Plenty of black shirts around Ruby Egan Brown. They know her threat. Middleton with the one touch. Baggio in midfield. Swings left. Grove on the far side. Keeps it in. And a lovely centering ball looking for Egan Brown. Middleton there at the fall of the ball. Middleton, great save, Hughes. Had to pull out a top draw special. Egan Brown having another look. Also Middleton there. Stingrays warming into this one nicely. Egan Brown with a head on target. That'll sit up for Ashley Hughes. Certainly been an all-action start here at Lakelands Oval this afternoon, christening the new ground, or as they affectionately refer to it, the pond, here in Dapto. Small but hardy crowd here at the pond this afternoon. Now it's Naomi down the right. Wins the throw on that eastern side. Got an early goal at Christie Park. Gladesville leading Manly 1-0 after 6. 4 minutes gone at Popondetta. No score between the Rangers and Apia. Here we've had 17 minutes. No score on the board, as you can see. Stingrays and Bulls for Sunday afternoon. Mike Sheen with you for the call this afternoon on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Great to have your company from the South Coast. Lovely ball forward here for Egan Brown. Sprinting back was Ericello. Kiara Roche plays that one out. Shane Warren would have been proud of that leg break that it took there. That was a ripping leggy there. Guichon down the left. Finding Van der Laan. Out for a corner. That's their second one of the day, Bulls Academy. Corner on the left-hand side, almost 20 minutes down here at Lakelands Oval. And swing it to the back, flashing through there was Valletta. Couldn't get the head on target. Ferris goes down. Referee Fleming says throw only for the Bulls. Another corner for the Bulls, this time on the right. They've had 3 so far this afternoon. Illawarra trying to clear their lines on the far side. Bulls have won 2 of their last 3 and done it comprehensively in the process. Looking to snap that win-loss sequence this afternoon by going back-to-back. Illawarra been slim pickings for them. Haven't won in their last 3. Or they haven't won in their last 3, but they had a 0-0 draw 3 starts back with Gladesville. Another Bulls throw on the far side as we approach the midway point of the first half. Been a very even affair so far this afternoon. On the far side for the Bulls. Hogarth Scott back to Ferris. Plenty of experience in this Bulls lineup. Melly down the line. Ball doesn't come in. They've shut it down. Another corner. Bulls doing all the attacking in the last few minutes. Petrea Phillips to bring this one in. Signal comes, the ball in, but cleared away by Illawarra. And offside against the Bulls for the second time. No change to those scores around the grounds. 11 minutes gone, still Gladesville 1, Manly United 0. 9 minutes gone, Western City and Apia no score. About 4 minutes away from kick-off at Valentine between Hills and Sydney Uni. Free kick going to the Bulls here. And about 15 minutes from kick-off at the Crest, Sydney Olympic and UNSW. Free kick here in a good area. Midway through the first half. Ferris. Gonna swing it into the back post by the looks. Sends it in. Middleton heaves away. Cordy nods it down nicely. Can she get on the end of that? No. But they'll get a break here, Illawarra. Egan Brown down the right. Plays it forward for Cordy. Cordy doubling down. Tackled by Aricello. Free kick going the way of the Bulls there. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Guichon goes to ground. Referee says no foul. That rolls all the way back to the player judged keeper of the month in the first month of the NPL women's season, Kiara Roche. She certainly had an excellent start to the 2026 campaign. Congratulations to her and all the winners of the Player of the Month award. Just want to find those other names for you. That one goes a little too deep and out for a throw on the broadcast side of the ground. It's Ferris. Those other players of the month, Aisling Davidson from Hills United in the defensive category, Alexia Karras-Stahl in midfield, and Talia Capitanilis up front. Long throw in on this western side of the ground. Egan Brown, dispossessed. Now it's Surgeon, Hogarth Scott, Melly, centrally for Surgeon. Now they swing down the right-hand side looking for Naomi, but unable to find her there, the former Institute player. Here's a chance for the Stingrays down the left-hand side. Egan Brown on the inside. That was Adelaide Thompson making the run. And the Bulls win the throw on the far side of the ground. Guichon, little 1-2. Finding eventually Valletta trailing through. Valletta plays back as they settle it. Surgeon. Nice turn there from Hogarth Scott. Naomi plays it out. Middleton tried to clear it. Melly keeps it in the field of play. This time it is cleared out by Jasmine Limon. The safety of the touchline. Very few shots on goal in the first half. Conditions certainly not favourable for attacking football. Roche takes that on the bounce. Conditions far from ideal for attacking football, with that breeze coming from over our right shoulder as you see it. From the bottom right of your screen to the top left. Ferris. Is there a hold? Maybe. Making the run is Ferris down the left-hand side. Tried to swing it in. Ball eventually cleared away. Middleton's gone down and she's in trouble, and referee Casey Fleming called a stop to play immediately for the Stingrays captain. He turns around and says, "I'll be right to go, thanks ref. Just give me a second." And the low five from Jade Guichon. Middleton just needing a couple of seconds as we get back underway. Melly, right hand side. Naomi. Ball inside's a nice one. Guichon was watching as Roche fumbled that one, but retrieved it in time. Breeze does seem to be dying down just a touch. I do say that nervously. Out of the wind, it's actually quite a mild evening. As I said, sitting around 18 degrees, so certainly not bitterly cold, but that wind is quite biting. Certainly made for an interesting trip to Wollongong this afternoon. So I made my way down to the south coast for the game. Conditions becoming more favourable by the minute. Daniela Naomi tried to thread the needle there, looking for Petrea Phillips. With the experience of Chloe Middleton. Read that like the front page of tomorrow's paper. Just past the half-hour mark here. No goals to show so far. It's been an even contest. Stingrays certainly showing a good effort in the first half hour. Egan Brown trying to touch that on. I think Pinkard was, in fact, it might have been El Cordy was the target there. Checking around the ground, still no change to those scores, and we have kicked off at Valentine. 60 seconds gone there, no score as yet. Still Western City Rangers nil, Arpia Leichhardt nil after 18, and Gladesville Ravens 1, Manly United nil after 20. Now it's Lucy Baggio, unable to run on to that. Bulls happy to sit on the ball and take some time. Now they look to counter. Down the left-hand side, Guichon. She's been busy in the opening 30-odd minutes. Guichon to the left-hand side. Cuts the ball in, or at least attempted to. Well defended by Pinkard. Eventually goes out for a throw. Guichon showing her danger down the left. Game played in not fits and starts, but sort of passages of play. Middleton trying to build one here for the Stingrays. Now the Bulls on the counter. Guichon, left-hand side to the edge of the box. Came off Brooklyn Hudson, out for a goal kick. Thompson. Back to Limon. He watches that one, sails over the touchline for a throw. Around the grounds, Gladesville have doubled their lead against Manly. It's now 2-0 after 22 minutes. No score in the other matches. 20 minutes gone at Popondetta. No score between the Rangers and Apia. As I said, we've only just kicked off at Valentine Hills and Sydney Uni. No score after only a couple of minutes. Roche directing traffic. Gave that a good roost and got it 50 metres. Now the ball down the left-hand side for Egan Brown. They've been dangerous when they've gone forward, Illawarra. Haven't had many opportunities, but they have been threatening when they have got forward. Egan Brown into the box. Hughes got there first. Now it's Thompson. Melly. Middleton wings out for the Stingrays. They reload here. Giles happy to go back to Roche. Ball breaks on the right-hand side. El Cordy has last touch. It'll be a Bulls throw. Breaks for Guichon down this left touch line. Played it inside looking for Petria Phillips. It'll sit here for Valletta. Now it's Vanderlaan. Making the inside run, Guichon, lovely ball. Had to be cleared away by the Stingrays. They did enough. Still under pressure. He goes out for another corner. I make it 5 in the first half against the home side. 5 corners they've had to defend. We've played 36 minutes here at Lakelands Oval. 0-0 the scoreline. Illawarra Stingrays and Bulls FC Academy, our match for broadcast, round 6 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Premiership season. Corner on the left-hand side. That one over the head of everybody, and the Stingrays happy to watch that one bounce out for a goal kick. Roche with the goal kick. About 40 metres on that one, into the teeth of that very strong breeze in the first half. Guichon with their head on. That's a nice one. Nearly broke for Phillips. Instead, it's the dangerous Vanderlaan. They won't want to give her an inch of room. Hogarth Scott swings wide. Guichon. Done a mountain of work. Egan Brown. Controls it for the Stingrays. Now they drive forward. Valletta. Baricello. Now Surgeon. Happy to play through their back four here. Now it's Hogarth Scott down the line looking for Daniela Naimi, who's away and racing. Down the right wing, Naimi gets it into the box, but that one sails up and over. No risk there for Kiara Roche and the Stingrays' defence. Roche wearing the pale blue kit as goalkeeper today. Ashley Hughes in the highlighter orange. That one out for a throw on the far side. Been impressed with the facilities here at Lakelands Oval. I had a bit of a look around when we arrived here a couple of hours ago, and very impressive. All brand new. They tell me there will be a scaffold for broadcast in the coming weeks. We do have the card table of courage on the sideline this afternoon. It's more like, talk about real football homegrown. This is real football on the sideline. Metres from the action. El Cordy takes on Valletta. Swings back to the right. Egan Brown is there. Casey Fleming rules in favour of the home side. Annabella Pinkard with the throw in front of Steve Gordon and the Stingrays bench. Egan Brown just nods it on. Ferris happy to watch that one back towards the line. It doesn't go in. Here's a chance for Illawarra at the back post. Brooklyn Hudson cleaning up. And a heavy touch. Not her best there, Brooklyn Hudson, the former Wanderer. Now in Stingrays colours. We remain scoreless through 40 minutes. Teams have had chances at both ends, but few and far between on target. We do have an early goal at Valentine Sports Park, and it's gone the way of the visitors. Sydney University leading Hills United 1-0, and we've had kick-off in our final match at the Crest. So those scores around the grounds. Cladesville Ravens 2, Manly United 0, and Western City Rangers 0, Apia Leichhardt 0, Hills United 0, Sydney University 1, and Sydney Olympic 0, University of New South Wales 0. Guichon. Back to Ferris. Got to be careful with Ferris and Phillips in the lineup this afternoon. Guichon again getting involved. Egan Brown using the body. Didn't give away the foul there, did well. Bulls able to come away with it. Naimi on the far side. They'll reload here. Surgeon. Across to Ferris. Now it's Valletta. Marked by El Cordy. Ferris once again. Valletta down the left, taking on Adelaide Thompson. Brought to ground, referee says no foul. It'll be a throw only for the Stingrays. Claudia Valletta a little slow to her feet, and I don't think she was too impressed. That one's there to be won on the broadcast side. Hughes taking her time. Ball down the middle. Now it's Guishon, left-hand side. Dangerous Jade Guishon dancing away. Now it's Petria Phillips. Just keeps it in. Vanderlaan, tight angle, got the shot away. And Illawarra doing enough. Melly with the second effort. Naimi keeps it in. Illawarra able to clear their lines at last. Couple of shots on target there from the visitors. Inside the 2-minute warning first half. No goals here at Lakelands Oval, the pond as they affectionately refer to it. And the team in pink certainly matching their more fancied opponents. Certainly been an entertaining almost 45 minutes. If the second half is just as good, then we should be in for a belter. Valletta. Down the line, Guishon into space. Covering back is Ella Giles. Guishon on the right! Oh, Jake Guishon! That is outstanding. On the right, found a metre of space, curled it into the top corner, Bulls lead. What an exquisite strike from Jade Guishon. One of the young stars of this Bulls lineup. And on the stroke of half time, if you don't mind, puts the visitors one up. What a cracking strike that was too. That's out of the top drawer. We've seen a few good ones lately for goal of the year contenders. I know we're only into week 6, but that one will be in the hunt, no doubt. Bulls FC Academy lead at 1-0 as we tick into the final seconds of the first 45. Now the Stingrays trying to counter. It's Baggio on the left. Looking for support. Eventually finds it. Trying to work something here. Naimi back in defence. Able to clear the lines only as far as Baggio once again, who takes on Petria Phillips and wins out. But a great tackle there from Hogarth Scott. Now it's Vanderlaan. A long way from home. Easily picked off by the Stingrays' defence. Surgeon. Guishon, the goal scorer, has a look to her left, finds Claudia Valletta. She decides to have a look herself. That's headed way left, but it did take a deflection on the way through. So it will be a corner to the Bulls once again. I make it number 6. As we're into red time first half. We've had 60 seconds of added time. Corner on the left-hand side. They're going to go short here, Bulls. Aricello's the option, and Roche takes that easily. That will be the final action of the first half. Certainly an entertaining first half here at Lakelands Oval, and at the break, it's the home side trailing by a goal to 0, but it was a beauty from Jade Guishon that separates the two teams. At the break, Illawarra Stingrays 0, Bulls FC Academy 1. Second half, about 15 minutes away. Turning it on. Finally producing something. The eternal optimist, the West Tigers fan. We've are very long suffering. Son of a gun. Oh my God. Honestly?
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that honestly or lie to your face?
No, it's the same thing. I was like, just before I left home, I'm like, oh, I gotta pack my gloves. Guess what I forgot to pack?
Yes.
Hands are freezing.
Oh.
It's crazy. It's not even winter yet.
Oh, it's only that wind. Out of the wind.
Yeah, the wind is crazy.
Out of the wind, it's actually quite bearable.
Yeah.
I just found a pair of gloves. And this is my double. This is like the big jacket. Found these in. I'm like, good.
Yeah. Totally. I was like, I gotta pack gloves, and totally forgot. I got partway down. I'm like, oh, no gloves.
No. How far down were you coming from?
Campbelltown.
Oh, that's all right. I'm all right. Yeah, I grew up in the area, so. Oran Park.
Oh, okay. You live still there?
Yeah.
In Oran Park? Okay. You doing the commentary?
Yeah. You've got to concentrate in the cold.
Yeah.
Trying to hold on to everything and concentrate is like.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it, just with the names of both teams, being able to have those down and know who's who.
It goes with years of practice and a little bit of good luck.
Is this the only camera they're using, or they use?
So no, single camera. Apparently it's supposed to be a scaffold here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's coming.
They just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, apparently they were supposed to have it for today, but it didn't quite get here in time or whatever, so. As long as they put it back on it, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
No, winning.
Yep.
We've got to put a start on that is.
It is crazy. So do you just do one a weekend, or they have you do
Depends.
a couple?
Depends on the circumstances. Have done 2 games in a weekend, but yeah, it sort of depends on the situation as to whether we. I think they aim for one a week, but
Yeah.
sometimes you've got to double up. I did one last weekend. I did Saturday. What was Saturday? It was League One men, and then Monday I did the NPL women.
Oh, was there an NPL game on
Easter
Monday?
Yeah,
Okay.
on Easter Monday, yeah.
Yeah, because I know these guys played on the Saturday.
Yeah. No, there were games across the weekend. It was pretty well every day. There was
Were there?
a couple of games.
Except Easter?
Yeah, being Easter, they sort of spread the games out. There was one Friday, I think there was a couple Saturday.
Okay.
One Sunday, and it was two Monday. Yeah, so, yeah. But normally this is a typical Sunday that we have most.
Yeah, having all the games on the Sundays.
Yeah. Right at the back.
He's loud. Who scored that? Was that Jade?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great shot. Oh. Pick the bones out of that. That was something. Oh, that was... I was right behind that, and that was top corner.
I missed the shot, but I got two good celebrations. So.
Yeah. No, that was from about 30 metres, top corner. And
Was it?
Never missing. Keeper's a good keeper. She had no chance.
No.
I don't think the coach would be too thrilled if I did that. Just quietly. Come and hide over here for 3 minutes. Far out. Colder than cold. When you're ready, Scott. Welcome back to Lakeland's Oval for the second half of this round 6 NPL women's match between Bulls FC Academy and the Illawarra Stingrays. Mike Sheen with you for the call tonight on what is a strange old night, bitterly cold wind, but otherwise quite pleasant here in downtown Dapto. It is Bulls FC Academy leading by a goal to nil thanks to a brilliant strike from Jade Guichon on the stroke of half time. It is a very cold breeze coming from over my right shoulder. The Bulls having a look across the face of goal, not far away. Let's have a look around the grounds. Earlier this afternoon, MacArthur Rams 4, Northwest Sydney Spirit 0. Early in the second half, it's Western City Rangers 0, Apia Leichhardt 1. Gladesville Ravens 2, Manly United 0. Half an hour gone at Valentine Sports Park, and it's Hills United 1, Sydney University 1. And 18 minutes gone at the Crest, Sydney Olympic 0, University of New South Wales 1. And last night, if you missed it, it was Northern Tigers 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 2. So, they're the scores from around the grounds. Round 6, NPL women's action this afternoon and tonight. Just having a chat. Managed to find it a degree of shelter for a couple of minutes. Free kick going the way of the Bulls. I've got the foul count 4-0 to the Bulls. That's on my stat sheet, not official, of course. Certainly a very cool evening here at Dapto. Ball down the right-hand side. That's a nice ball as well. Picking out Hogarth Scott. Ball into the area is a good one. Vanderlaan on the turn. It's Naimi spraying it off the side of the boot. The Bulls able to retain possession briefly now. The Stingrays on the counter-attack down the left-hand side. Good run from Baggio. Cuts back on the inside. Trying to repeat what Guichon did in the first half. But that one only goes out for a goal kick. Steve Gordon and Marty Garces, the two coaches, barking orders from their technical areas. Now the Stingrays, Baggio, she's worked hard today. Gets the bouncy, Baggio. Body checked out of the ball. That one goes out for a Stingrays throw. On this western side of the ground. Floodlights taking full effect here at Lakeland's Oval. And I have to say the lighting here overall is very good. Steve Gordon showing his skills from years gone by. Was right in front of me when he did that. Don't think he heard what I said, but anyway. Hudson lays it off. El Cordy up and over. Upfield. Middleton lifts it over the top. Dangerous ball. Hughes did well. Coming through was Egan Brown. It very nearly broke for her. Ashley Hughes did an excellent job under pressure to wrap that one up and claim it for the visitors. Stingrays certainly pressing hard early in the second half. We've had 5, nearly 6 minutes. The locals have been the stronger of the two after the break. High ball holds up into the area. Baggio was thereabouts. Middleton at the back, cleaning up under pressure from Olivia Vanderlaan. Here's a chance for Thompson. Quite get under that fully, Adelaide Thompson. Now the Bulls trying to play out from the back. Naimi, nice little one touch. Ball worked forward for Naimi down the right hand side. Well defended by Annalise Grove. He gets it back now on the attack. Ball down the line over the head there of Baricello, and Hughes comes out to claim. That one goes out into our commentary position. Cameraman Scott doing an excellent job behind the lens today. Mike Sheen with you at the microphone for this round 6 match. The upside is we're able to rug up and keep ourselves warm tonight. Players and officials unable to do so, but certainly a very cool evening. The Bulls players sent to warm up. Lucky them, they get to warm up. Petria Phillips gets it back under pressure. Wide for Naimi on the right. Daniela Naimi working hard. Turns it over though. Baggio round the corner. Not the best strike from Lucy Baggio. Over the head of Vanderlaan, which is no mean feat. Naimi. That one goes out on halfway. Daniela Naimi not too thrilled with the decision going against the Bulls. Baggio's been threatening tonight. Thompson goes wide to the right-hand side. Finds El Cordy. One of the few goal scorers for the Stingrays across the face. Baggio, back post, curls it back. Off the back of Egan Brown, and second effort. Had to be saved by Hughes. She had to be on her toes there, Ashley Hughes. 2 shots in quick succession coming her way. Naimi down the right. Centrally now. Good tackle made by Baggio once again. She's put in a power of work tonight. Lucy Baggio. Going to be a Bulls ball on the right-hand side. This time they get the call going their way. Jasmine Melly gets it in. Egan Brown almost ends up in our commentary position here. So I mentioned in the first half we are on the sideline, so putting life and limb on the line for your coverage tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. Certainly enjoying bringing it to you. Vanderlaan for Naomi. Seen out by Illawarra. Melly to take the throw. Almost at the hour mark. Vanderlaan plays it forward. Middleton does well to dispossess Phillips and plays away. All the way back to Ericello, who's been solid at the back tonight. Laura Ericello playing at left back. Hughes hasn't had a lot to do tonight. Ashley Hughes, the Bulls keeper. Long ball is the order of the day. Here's a chance. Phillips takes on Thompson. Middleton. Stingrays happy to work through the back four, back to Kiara Roche. Signal comes from Grove, but she doesn't go that way. Stingrays have played well for the best part of an hour, only conceding that one goal, and it was a good strike at that, so no doubt Steve Gordon would be reasonably happy, the Illawarra coach. With the throw in on the far side of the ground. Ball has crossed the line and out for a throw. Ball staying on that far side of the field as we approach 60 minutes gone here. Still only the one goal to show for it, but it's a top draw special. Bulls going for a run down the left-hand side, but it does go over and out. Subs returning back to the bench after their stretch after an almost an hour. Hughes plays out from the back. Hudson lifts it over the top. Nice ball looking for Egan Brown. Just couldn't pick her out at the right moment. Vanderlaan cries of handball. Referee says yes. Casey Fleming goes in favour of the Stingrays. On my count, that's the first foul of the night for the home team. kick about 10 metres inside Bulls territory. Hudson sends it into the box, cleared away by the Bulls without much effort. Now they play away Naimi down the right. In fact, that's Annalise Grove marking Naimi. Naimi able to break past her, swings it into the box. It's a nice ball in to the back post. Great save there, Kiara Roche. Corner Bulls, but that was top draw save from the keeper of the month. Outstanding work on the 60-minute mark. Stingrays officials still learning the ropes here at Lakelands Oval, the pond as they refer to it. Might need to invest in a few pies and drinks for the kids to get some ball kids in on game day. One over and out for a goal kick without threatening Kiara Roche's goal. So we remain at 1-0 after an hour. Jade Guichon on 45 minutes. The stroke of half time with a cracking strike in the top right hand corner. Ball down the line, offside. Offside against the Stingrays, their first one of the night. Coming after 61 minutes. Looks like the crowd has thinned out even more here at Lakelands in Dapto. Only the diehards here tonight on what is certainly not the best evening to be live at the football. But you've got the second best seat, which is via the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Olivia Vanderlaan makes it 2. Lovely work down the right hand side, and she buried that into the bottom corner. Bulls double down in style. It's Illawarra Stingrays 0, Bulls FC Academy 2. That was another great strike from Olivia Vanderlaan. Not sure how many goals she's got this year, but she's bagged a few. Guichon has at least 4. And Vanderlaan in similar sort of territory. So Illawarra Stingrays 0, Bulls FC 2 in Dapto. That's number 5 for Olivia Vanderlaan, only Ash Letter with 8, if you don't mind. Leading goal scorer in the competition. So Vanderlaan to 5. That was coming into today. Haven't seen the other results from around the grounds or the news. But it certainly is Letter first, Daylight second. Vanderlaan now on 5. Guichon goes to 3 with her goal earlier this evening. Free kick goes the way of the Stingrays. Casey Fleming certainly allowing the game to breathe and flow tonight. ball down this western side of the ground. It'll be a Stingrays throw. That one goes out into our commentary position. Annalise Grove takes the throw. A little bit of head tennis here. 15 love Stingrays. Naomi down the right. Ball was too deep. Stingrays able to get there first. Vanderlaan. Ball turned over. Old Cordy looking for options. There's a couple forward. Plays out to the right-hand side. Now the ball worked in. Hudson in the area. That's her on it now. Thought about the first timer. Decided against it. Probably should have taken it in hindsight. As the Stingrays turn it over. Naomi worked hard tonight. Ball over the top from Ferris. Looking for Vanderlaan. Vanderlaan lays it off. Middleton able to come away with it for the Stingrays. Free kick for the Bulls there. Middleton. Hudson wins the free. Referee Fleming ruling in favour of the former Wanderer. Now Stingray. Just holding her mouth there for a moment. Brooklyn Hudson might have copped a stray arm across the beak there. Ball lifted into the mixer just outside the area. It's taken a deflection off Hogarth Scott, and it will be the first corner of the night on my count for the home side on the right-hand side. Midway through the second half. Comes into the back post. Not cleared away. Eventually it is. The call was to put it back in. Vanderlaan trying to use the body. Now it's Guichon. Eventually Illawarra able to clear their lines. Thompson, Phillips. Now it's with Vanderlaan. Phillips, but the flag is up for offside. Neither coach going to the bench so far. We're into the final quarter of this one. As I say that, now they do. Just trying to see who's coming on. Kayla Austin, number 13 for the home side. Did play in the under-23s match earlier today, Kayla Austin. Ella Giles takes a seat. First change of the night made on 69 minutes. Roche, a low rocket from the restart. Nearly worked out for them. Austin ends up on her rear on the ground. Middleton appealing for a free kick. Didn't get it. And Bulls continue down the left-hand side. Hudson. Egan Brown. Ball down the right-hand side. That's Kayla Austin. Beats one. Sends it in. That's a great ball in. Hughes had to push it wide. They want to recycle here, Illawarra. I'll certainly try to. Nice turn there. Free kick goes the way of the Stingrays. 20 to go here at Lakelands Oval. 2-0 Bulls lead. Looks like the Bulls about to go to their bench for the first time. Ball into the back post. Hughes, uncontested, takes that rather easily. I've got the shot count 10-9 in favour of the Stingrays. Phillips. Call came from Naomi down the short side on the right. Can she keep it in? No. It did cross the line. I had an excellent view of that, and assistant Sarah Ratcliffe on this side had the flag up almost immediately. Don't forget the latest issue of Kickoff, the official Football New South Wales League's podcast. Teo Pellizzeri and Maeve Sparrow bring you all the news and information from around the Football New South Wales League's competition. NPL women's guest on the latest episode, Charlotte Mortlock from the Northern Tigers. Also Adrian Vlastelica from the high-flying Sydney United. And Prospect United, the league's team in focus this time around. Kickoff, the official Football New South Wales podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. Baggio down the left. Baggio again works it into the box looking for Austin. Had to be cleared away. Got a Bulls player down inside the area, and the trainer's being called for. Looks like the Bulls are going to take this opportunity for a bit of a refreshment break, with, I make it, 17 minutes remaining. So let's have a look at those other scores around the grounds in the NPL today. Round 6 of the women's season underway. All the early matches coming to an end. Earlier today, Bulls, MacArthur Rams 4, Spirit FC 0. Until you at Christie Park after an hour, it's Cladesville Ravens 2, Manly United 1. 57 minutes gone at Popondetta, it's Western City Rangers 0, RPL Leichhardt 2. At Valentine Hills United 1, Sydney University 1, that's early in the second half. And Sydney Olympic 1, University of New South Wales 2, early in the second half there. Actually, that might be just on the stroke of half time. Certainly around the 45-minute mark at the crest. The visitors with a 1-goal lead. Limon. Composure there from Jasmine Limon. Playing advantage. Here's a chance. Baggio on the left. The one-time across the face. At the back post was Ruby Egan Brown. The flag is up for offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway, but my word, that was centimetres from almost being an equaliser. Baggio with a delicious ball in. Egan Brown straining every sinew of the body and was millimetres away from trying to equalise. Stingrays with 4 points to their credit. 1 win and 1 draw from their 5 matches. Bulls with 3 wins and a draw from their 5. They'll be looking to make it 4 from 6 in the next 15 minutes. Ball into the back post, headed away. Nearly broke there for Hogarth Scott. Still trying to fashion a shot, Naomi. Hogarth Scott again, doubling down. Trying to pinball around. Middleton, as she did earlier, just heaves away. Anywhere will do for the Stingrays. The team in pink and navy clear their lines. 20 years of Illawarra Stingrays. They were established in 2006. Bulls FC Academy, far younger. So 2 of the certainly newer clubs in the NPL women's football scene. Naomi with the 1-touch. Guichon. Oh, brilliant save. Roche did extremely well. Hogarth Scott keeps it alive for the visitors. A free kick going the way of the Bulls here. Casey Fleming's made her decision. The Stingrays trying to protest. Gemma Ferris just calmly wanders in the middle of it. Casey Fleming's made her decision despite the protests from the Stingrays. It'll be dismissed, placing stand. Free kick to the visitors. Ferris to take this one. 4 in the wall for the Stingrays. Kiara Roche appears happy with the formation. Ferris not that far away on the right hand side, had a good look. That one sailed away to the right all the way. Out of the breeze, it's actually settled down into quite a nice evening here at Dapto. Another free kick for the Bulls. Steve Gordon claiming the ball was moving when the free kick was taken. Ball to be won just outside the 18-yard box. Nearly breaks Patria Phillips. Vanderlaan off the crossbar. Somehow it stays out. Great save there from Kiara Roche. That pinballed around and somehow off the crossbar didn't find the back of the net. Spun the wrong way. Bulls trying to mount something. Naomi down the right hand side. Hogarth Scott to the left. Too deep for Guishon and goes out. 10 and change remaining here. Stingrays trail by 2. No change to those scores around the grounds. Still Gladesville 2-1 over Manly. Arpia 2-0 over the Western City Rangers. Hills United and Sydney University 1-1. And Sydney Olympic Trails UNSW 2-1. Naomi tried to turn the corner there, but that one poorly directed. Baggio down the line looking for Egan Brown. Found Egan Brown, but that took a deflection off Aricello. Corner for the Stingrays with a tick under 10 to go. So it'll be El Cordy coming off for it's April Rowley in for Lana El Cordy. Referee wasn't ready, so we'll have it again. Thankfully that one did not find the back of the net, otherwise there would have been howls of protest. Corner to the back post over the head of everybody. Ferris watches that one well over the touch line. We'll have another substitution, this time from the Bulls, their first one of the night. It'll be Chelsea Harper coming on in number 9. Looks like Daniela Naomi making way. Solid shift from her tonight. Back underway now following the substitutions on either side. Only 3 substitutions in total tonight. Inside the final 8 minutes. It's a chance for the Stingrays. Chance for Egan Brown to run onto it. Kayla Roston having a look. Easily cut off by the Bulls defence though. To Jasmine Limon. Long ball in the direction of Grove. Takes on the new player in Harper. Vanderlaan. Nice ball looking for Harper, in and around. Harper drew the defender. Couldn't get the shot away. Comes back now, the ball into the area, Middleton. Solid at the back as she has been all night. Sees that one away. Harper again, right hand side. Good tackle there from Illawarra. Now can they do something down the line? That's a nice try. They'll get out of jail here. Baggio for Egan Brown. Down the western touch line. Egan Brown. Is that a handball? Referee says no. Corner kick to the Stingrays. Comes in, Pinballs around. Austin had a good look. Up and over. She thought it took a deflection. Casey Fleming thinking otherwise. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Remains 2-0 Bulls FC Academy over Illawarra Stingrays. Now the Stingrays on the defensive at the other end. The ball across the face of goal. Harper keeps it in the field of play. Couldn't get the shot away first time around. Now she'll lay it off. Surgeon. Back to Jasmine Melly. Now the cross in. Vanderlaan with the head on target. Easily taken by Kiara Roche. 5 minutes left in this one. Illawarra Stingrays 0, Bulls FC Academy 2. Sydney United have retaken the lead at Valentine Sports Park. It's 2-1 Uni over Hills. Not a big scoring weekend this weekend. A lot of 2-0s and 2-1s across the board. 2-1 Gladesville over Manly. 2-0 Apia over Western City Rangers. Sydney Uni and UNSW both lead 2-1 in their games. Goals have certainly dried up this weekend. There's only 2 last night as well in the other match, so only one game with more than 2 goals scored for the winning team. Bulls wanted a free kick there. Baggio chasing after it. Hughes up there first. Now the Bulls on the counter-attack from their defensive third. Harper. Vanderlaan. Kept her under close check tonight. Here's a lovely ball in, but seen away by Annalise Grove. Adelaide Thompson doing the defending. Surgeon. What can the Bulls do here? Looking for Harper at the back post. That'll be too deep. The breeze has died right down. It's become quite a pleasant evening here in the Illawarra. So for those watching from Sydney Town, better conditions are on the way. Might be a couple of hours though before it hits Sydney Town. See, Apia Leichhardt has a third at Popondetta. They lead 3-0 over Western City Rangers. 19 minutes remaining there. No change to our other scoreline, so it'll be Apia Leichhardt maintaining their buffer at the top of the table. Western Sydney Wanderers will remain second. Bulls FC Academy keeping the pressure on the top couple. Annalise Grove, you heard the groan there, or the grunt in effort. So the live ladder, it'll be Apia 18, Wanderers 14, UNSW currently on 16, Bulls FC Academy go to 10. Sorry, they'll go to 13. So it'll be Apia 18, UNSW 16, Western Sydney Wanderers 14, Bulls FC Academy 13, and then MacArthur trail Manly on 8. Although with goal difference that may swing the other way. MacArthur up to 6th on the back of 2 wins. Northern Tigers 6. Sydney University will climb to 9, so they'll be above those teams in the hunt. A very even ladder after 6 weeks of the NPL Vivid season. Stingrays on the road next week, but a far easier assignment. Away to NWS Spirit on Saturday. While for the Bulls, they're back home on Sunday, hosting the high-flying Western Sydney Wanderers at Northbridge on Sunday. So it's remaining. The Bulls hold on and keep another clean sheet. Middleton. Final minutes here at Lakeland's Oval. Casey Fleming says, let's go, thank you. Put the ball into play. Vanderlaan centering. Middleton. Idea was right from the skipper there, just couldn't execute how she wanted. Into the final 90 seconds here. We've got a Bulls player down here. In the dying seconds, I was following the play, so I didn't see what happened there. Looks all right though. There's Jasmine Melly. That one heaved over and out. Back underway, the final seconds of this one. Free kick, and it's going to be a yellow card. First one of the night comes in the 93rd minute. This will be the last passage of play you would expect for the night. Jimmy Ferris trying to steal an extra couple of metres, but referee Fleming up to the task. Ferris with the free kick. That one only finds the back fence. No case of 4 runs here, but back fence and a goal kick. So I make it we've had 3.5 minutes of added time, so we should be all but done. Sloppy restart there from Kiara Roche. Vanderlaan from range. Roche covers. Baggio works it forward. Egan Brown has worked hard all night. That will be the final play of the evening. Bulls FC Academy keep their season ticking along nicely. Goals in each half from Jake Guichon and Olivia Vanderlaan seal the points. Full-time here at Lakelands Oval. Mike Sheen signing off. Full-time, it's Illawarra Stingrays nil, Bulls FC Academy 2. Good night.